How's it going, you guys and girls in the Illumination? Time to jump aboard the Loon Train. It's JJD, JJ Double J, the Illuminator here. Also known by almost countless other aliases and nicknames, but we won't get into that right now. It's my understanding that most times in life, it's harder to say something good about someone than something bad. That's why it's called gossip, because usually it's about people that, all the meaty stories and all the stuff that would sell newspapers and magazines and rag sheets and everything. But really, I think as a society and as a people, it would be better if instead of criticizing, if we complimented. It takes just as long. It doesn't take any longer or any, or any shorter. But the thing is, instead of saying, look at how slow that person works, which it's so easy to say because we get frustrated at work or in life or just in the neighborhood, look at that guy. He's out there messing in his yard again. Or look at that guy. He's always, every time he comes home from work, he takes that hose out and he hoses down his car every time. Oh my goodness, oh, there she is again. She goes out and her husband doesn't even help with the groceries or whatever. Oh my goodness, look at that lousy hairstyle. I mean, it's so easy to say things like that. But why don't we, instead of saying, boy, what is he messing around in his yard again? Why can't we say, well, he's in his yard a lot and it definitely looks nice, so I guess he spends the time to make it look that good. Or someone to say, boy, I guess someone likes this car because it's always nice and clean, doesn't want it to get dirty. Or, well, maybe that couple has an agreement, maybe she does everything with the groceries and he does the cooking, or, I don't know, maybe he cleans and she does that, or maybe his back's hurting him, or, there's just other things that we could say to try to say, instead of saying something negative, we can say something that at least is indifferent, right? We could say something like, instead of saying, boy, that person is so slow, we could say just a slightly different expression. That person is thorough, aren't they? I mean, it almost sounds like it's still an insult, but it almost could be as a compliment. If you can't compliment it, may at least make it sound like a compliment, Instead of saying, boy, someone really brown noses the boss a lot, don't they? That's really easy to say, and that's, believe me, I know about that one because I know a lot of coworkers over the years that try to do stuff like that to get ahead, men and women, But instead of that, we could say something like, boy, I don't know, we could say someone likes the boss a lot, or we could say, well, maybe we could tell the truth. We could say someone's work isn't good enough, so they have to, try to get in better with the boss so that they don't get in trouble. I mean, saying the truth isn't as bad as saying, well, either way, they're both the truth. But it sounds better to say, someone is, trying to be nicer to the boss because their work must be garbage, than to say, boy, someone really is a butt kisser. Although it probably is more fun to say butt kisser. Anyway, you know what I mean. It's, why don't we try to compliment instead of criticize? Because we don't know what people are going through. We really don't. Somebody could be having a bad day. They could be, a coworker of mine just during the pandemic. He's lost. He's from another country. He's in. I think he's from Brazil. I wouldn't bet my life on it, but I think he's from Brazil. Comes from a huge family down there. He lost to COVID-19. He's lost an uncle, a brother, and a sister, and another sister, totally unrelated. She has breast cancer. Comes to work every day with a smile, and he doesn't complain. But, we never know what people are going through. How it's some people, it's really hard to keep that smile going. So we don't know what they're going through. So, I don't think we have a right to always judge. Compliment instead of criticize. That's my good deed for today, for the day today, and all days it should be. Anyway, what are your thoughts? Put your comments below. I'm off to the races. I love you all. This is the Illuminator, and I'll be back.